them to fasten it down the front. So now this is exactly what happens. Now they start looking. Okay, and they look on the other side, and oops, this one's missing.
No, it's not the colour.
Yep. So this patient stands here for a few minutes trying to work this out. There's no, this one's come off, this one's come off.
Oh, there is normally one here?
Yeah, that's where it would be. So it's actually come off. So by this stage now they've got a bit worried, yeah. And then what happens is that they normally fold that one across there, and then they can't find one on that side either. So yeah, they've got one sitting here and they don't know what to do with it.
It's really high too, so it's going to be really hard to
hide it.
I mean, it's hard for me to do it.
And you can imagine you've got no breast, so you can imagine somebody with big breasts, you know, just...
This would be really difficult.
Yeah.
Why that high?
I don't know,
That one.
it's like you've
Just
got arthritis or any kind of mobility issue.
And a lot of our patients that we're dealing with are sort of like the really young people under 45 to 69, because that's the breast screen age.
Right.
So we've got a lot of people in 30s, but we've also got a lot over 70.
Right.
So there's a lot of arthritis and limited, So then once they've got it tied up, okay, you've got to remember there's normally a few boobs.
Yeah.
So, you know, it does, there we go.
When you say a few.
So, now this is what they're saying. Those with big ones, you know, if they stand to the side, they reckon that, you know, they don't realise that people can see through. And it just generally is not a
It's going to be too small for a lot of them.
Oh, absolutely. So what you need to do with some of them is to get a second one and just to put it around.
Oh, right, there's another one on top.
What we do is of these awful gowns, but there's about 3 or 4 if you're lucky. They're huge and most of them have got holes. So what we will do, if we've got a really big patient, we'll actually get one of these down as well. Yeah. And most of these will go around a bigger person.
Yeah.
But we're very limited in these. These have been in for about 100 years, I think, and they're just all worn out now and they haven't replaced them. Really ugly as well. And they're heavy. They're really not nice. Yeah. So, no, it's just to cover them basically. And often, if we need to take them from breast clinic, from our section in mammography, through to breast clinic, which is there's just this little section, but they've often got to walk past. When I say Wednesdays, it's packed. Every one of those chairs are full, and there are people standing in the front. They have left no room in this hospital for waiting rooms because the space is just too valuable. We actually had to fight to get this little bit of space over here, so that once we'd actually got our patients changed, they didn't have to physically walk back into the passageway again to go and sit with everybody else, so that they could sit here. But what we're finding more and more is that people are bringing support people in with them. So a wife will come with her husband, or a mother will bring her daughter, or something like that. So that's 2 chairs taken up already. So you can imagine when we've got 3 or 4 people waiting here, we run into a problem. Because then, if they want to sit down, they often do need to go and sit down outside. So this is sort of immediately, this little corner is where the discomfort starts coming. They're a bit anxious about coming anyway, so when they get here, they're asked to strip from the waist up. It's always a little, like, okay, a bit vulnerable, and then you put on something like that and you're not quite sure how it looks or how you feel. So that's the existing one, and that is a gown that we actually use in radiology. It's a general gown. Now, instructions, remember they said we should have instructions. Instructions for this gown on the other side is to be fastened this way, because they want it fastened down the back. So even more difficult to understand because you're doing an examination where you want to see the back of the person. Remember,